everybody, round the way vegans and all other people. So here I am checking in for my 2025 fast, holding myself accountable by making a video. So I'm proud to say, with God's grace, if I had any pride, I'm gonna put it all on Him. Proud of what He done through me so far. Right before I started this video, my app clocked me at 73 hours and 10 minutes. Okay? So here's where I am right now. So you saw the video I made yesterday on day 2, early in the morning, when I had a crazy headache. Let me tell you something. I'm so glad I obeyed my mind and I did not log into the day job at all. And even when I felt better that afternoon, I wrestled with logging in for a couple of hours. And then I went outside and I noticed something. That it was warmer than it's been. Now, I'm cold easily now these days. So the fact it was warmer, oh my gosh, yawns. It was warmer than it's been. It had to be at least 60 degrees. I was so excited. I put on my jogging suit, my little jogging suit, a light jacket, and I walked about a mile around our subdivision. It felt so good. You know what else I ended up doing? I went to my gym. I sat in the sauna for 30 minutes. And I got in the big, nice, super souped up massage chair. And I sat in there for 30 minutes. And I feel like that was just what the doctor ordered. It probably helped immensely with what were probably detox symptoms. I'm so glad that I obeyed my body. And so when I woke up this morning, I felt like a new woman. I wasn't tired at all. I had a very productive day at work. And I actually felt like I wasn't tired when I logged out about 5, a little after 5. And I said, ooh, let's do some things. So I decided to start, getting a couple of steps in here in the house. But then I had to stop that for a call, right? Now, I done sat here on this couch and worked on my own business, right, for over an hour. And all of a sudden, my attitude changed. And now my body has changed. Now it's barely 7:30 now, 7:30 p.m. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I might get about a mile worth of steps in. And you know what? I'm going to take my butt to bed. I realize, first of all, I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry at all. This is the battle. This is the battle of the mind in the flesh versus the mind of God. I just miss food. I truly miss food. I want to cook, I want to create, and I want to devour. And so it's really a battle of the mind. And I got to press in. And I did say my fasting affirmations this morning. And I was renewed in my spirit. I probably need to read them again. Let that be the last thing I read before I fall out of bed. So I just want to give y'all an update where I stand right now. I'm standing strong. What I did watch a little bit of on YouTube is when I'm fasting, what keeps me strong is watching videos about fasting. So it'll be a combination from sermons, right? But I do watch a lot of the doctors talk about the benefits of fasting. And I love watching Dr. Jamatis Prandamas. It's an older Indian guy that's a doctor. He speaks at all the universities and stuff. He's world renowned. He makes a lot of videos about fast. I've watched his videos so many times in the past. So I'll watch his stuff. And then I also watch a doctor that's newer to me, Dr. Eric Berg. He makes shorter videos. The Doctors by the Indian Doctor is over an hour long. But I like him because his personality is off the chain. He's really, really cool, really straightforward. I like that about him. Anyway, and so watching his longer videos are not a bore at all. I really enjoy it. He takes the medical concepts and he really does break it down, but it's his whole personality. Dr. Eric Berg makes shorter videos, and he's the opposite. He is not as vibrant as Dr. J. I'm going to call the Indian guy Dr. J, but I like it because he does make it plain. He has a lot of visuals with his as well. So when I am reminded over and over and over about the medical benefits that are happening, they'll break it down. Oh, this is what's happening at hour 24, 48, 72. And when you prolong, and I love to see that. And I'm like, yes, 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 I really need that. This is what my body needs. I'm 46. My 56-year-old self, my 66-year-old self, Lord willing, is thanking me for what Apostle Paul said. I discipline my body, right? He says, I do not run aimlessly. I do not box as one beating the air, but I discipline my body. That's what he says. So I thank God for that, and it helps me carry on. The one thing I will confess about is I haven't been able to totally stop consuming non-spiritual, non-fasting stuff. So I'll log in for a moment on Instagram to make sure that my business posts are tight, right? It's something about seeing it versus the content planner. And then I'll end up going down a rabbit hole, looking at all the random stuff pre-fast. And so I feel like part of the detox and the cleansing should incorporate more of that, because I truly am trying to have a consecrated fast. So that's where I am today. God is great. I don't know about this steps. I figured because I got that 1 mile in the fresh air yesterday, I wanted to keep it going. I know I didn't expect this video to be that long, but I'm going to say this and I'm going to let y'all go. What I am familiar with is, just walking, at least walking, and the more the days that follow after this, my body will probably experience some highs and lows, periods of weakness, and I probably won't be able to move. But what I'm saying is, oh, wow, by having some movements, some walking, it's giving my lymphatic system the power to drain and to release, help that detox release part. Because you know what? If I'm stagnant, which I am most of the time, because I'm sitting down at home on my day job, I don't make it an intention to move my body, a little bit. It will make the detox process a little different. The toxins might, stay stagnant in my body, and I want that thing to be pushed. I need it, let me help it. Let me move it. Let me get that stuff flowing so that, when I drink that water and it's flowing and stuff, boom, let's go let it out. So I had all intents and purposes of getting some more steps in. But here I am yawning before 8 o'clock. I think that's fascinating because, again, typically these kinds of symptoms happen to me much later in the fast. Here I'm yawning as I'm going into day 4. Like I just finished day 5 at 6:11. I mean, day 3 at 6:11, and I'm just now tipping over into, going into day 4, and I'm already yawning before 8. That's why my plate has to be clean from stuff to do. I had to turn a good friend of mine down again. I think she forgot. I don't like to tell everybody I'm fasting like that. Maybe she forgot. There's an event tomorrow. Oh, I want to go so bad. Oh, I want to go. I want to go. But I can't count on my body. I can't count on my body. I don't know what she gonna do. I don't know what my body gonna be up to tomorrow. I don't know. After I done worked, because I'm working a full day tomorrow. After 5, no. And I would have had to buy a ticket in advance too. Nah, I can't trust my body. And then I want to volunteer for something at the chamber. I want to do that. They need somebody on Thursday and or Friday. I want to show up. I really do. But I don't know what my body gonna be down for on those days, because since I have a full 9 to 5 job, that is my main thing, to be able to perform the thing that I have to do. And that does take a considerable amount of energy when you are not eating anything, not even drinking a smoothie, because that all that is blended up fruit. Okay. So I'm not even doing that. So by the time I'm about a week and a half into this thing next week, ain't no telling where I'm going to be come Thursday, Friday. So, but here's the thing. When you're doing a consecrated fast, I should say this. This is the admonishment I've received. I shouldn't have all this other stuff going on. My extra time, my thoughts, my concentration, I should be devouring and consuming the Word of God, and or resting and delighting in His presence. So I'm still working on that. I'm still pressing on to that. So I already see where my grace is. My grace is the extracurricular activity is my job. And outside of that, I remember what was the first time? Yeah, the first fast I did, 21-day fast I did back in 2018. I remember how I would have the energy. This is when I lived in LA. I would drive. It took me an hour to get to work, an hour to get back to Inglewood, okay? I get home. I get in my room. I sit in that recliner chair. By that time, it was probably 6:30. By the time I sat down, I forced myself to take a shower. And then I sit in that recliner chair. And I pull out my Bible. Just like I'm sitting right now. This is the recliner chair. This is the lamp. And I had that Bible. And I would pass out reading that Bible at 7-something. I would try to read a chapter or something. And I wake up sometime about midnight or something, and then walk 2 steps to the bed. It went on like that for a minute. And I had to realize that was it. I remember when I used to teach my dance fitness class in LA. And I started that same fast in July. And I remember signing up to teach for some festival at the Park District. And I show up on this fast, probably like about not even a couple of days into it. I show up at the Park District. I remember sitting at a booth, like a vending booth, before I had to go up and do the first round of the dance class. And I remember feeling a little bit lightheaded. I remember that. I get up, I do the first session. And when I tell you I was fatigued, fatigued, but I still had to get up. People were so excited about the class, right? They kept coming over to me and, ooh, can you show me the move again? And I do it, and I couldn't wait to sit down. And then finally, I just remember that every time I got up, it took a lot out of me. What am I saying? I knew then. I said, don't you do nothing else outside of your 9 to 5 while this is going on. So that's how I ended up just coming straight from home, sitting in the recliner, reading my Bible. So that's where it is. Like, all of a sudden, my mind did a switch. I sat here on this couch, did a little bit of my personal business on the computer, and my mind shifted. It was like, girl, we ain't doing nothing else tonight. Anyway, just making this video, you see I done yawned like 11 times. 15 minutes of talking to y'all. Let me get off of here. These are supposed to be short. I hope you picked up what I'm throwing down. Be blessed.